Right? Brock! Oh my god. Is there a jacket? He gets him when it's over. Oh my god! No way. No way. What? He just rolled through Lesnar in like 3 minutes! Not even that. Oh, that was old WCW! Goldberg! He literally hit him 3 times! What? He just rolled through Brock Lesnar. Brock feels cheated with such a short showing. The dude promo goes, what? No fucking way. They're gonna have another match. It's 9:24. They gotta have another fall. Kid's crying. What? What the fuck? No fucking. He just. No fucking way. What? This is the hugest WTF moment. He made the Beast his bitch. This is the hugest WTF moment I've ever seen in my fucking life. This is the hugest moment. What? I mean, is that smart booking? Don't get me wrong, I like watching it. For the 3 minutes it lasted. Yeah, but... What? They made Lesnar look like a bitch. And they made Goldberg look like a god. Why is your shirt off? Yeah. Why is the kid's shirt off? Put your shirt back on. Okay. What did Brock advise this song? Is that illegal? Is that fucking illegal? That's very illegal. Goldberg's muse, his inspiration, his son. The right sort of inspiration. Here's what it's trying to do. Superhuman things. September 22nd, 19... I'm so confused. I'm not mad. I'm not either. I'm just incredibly confused. It's over. That's how it. Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen, for the 30th annual Survivor Series. Good night from Toronto. His shoulder must have been really hurt. It had to have been. Oh. Okay, that was Survivor Series.
Survivor Series just ended. It's 9:35 in the central United States. And I'm really not sure what we just saw. 12 years. 12 years we waited for the rematch between the Beast and Goldberg. and we were given a 3 minute, maybe bell to bell, 3 minute ass kicking. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Breakdown. Jax and Ritz presents Breakdown. I am Ritz. This is Jax. We're going to get to the fact that Jax is your new Intercontinental Predictions Champion at the moment. But first, Jax, let's talk about. We usually leave the main events for last, but this one was a gigantic what the fuck moment.
Yup. I have food in my mouth, but
you had Lesnar and Goldberg made one of the most dominant forces in the WWE his bitch.
Okay.
As a fan, let's start as a fan of Lesnar.
Mm-hmm.
How does that make you feel?
Okay. So, I'm going to look at this as a big picture thing. I wanted Brock to win because then it would be 1-1.
Right.
1-1 is technically a draw. A draw means that neither man is up on the other per se, but fuck it, you're still good. Goldberg beat the Beast in 3 minutes, maybe. 2 spears, jackhammer. The main event is done. Now, mind you, pay-per-views usually go for another, I don't know, from my time right now, 23 minutes. And we just had Brock Lesnar get pinned by Bill Goldberg by 2 spears and a jackhammer. He launched one offensive move, and it was literally picking him up and putting him into the corner.
And Goldberg, for lack of a better phrase, no-sold him.
No. He looked at him dead in his eyes and then shoved him. The man has not wrestled in 12 years. The man comes in and wrecks the Beast in 3 minutes. The man who suplexed John Cena out of the main event. Who
ended the
streak. Which now, by proxy, or by default, means that Goldberg would have ended the streak. In a convincing fashion.
Very convincing fashion.
That's my problem with this. What? Now, okay, this is my catch-22 with this, because I don't want to bring him up, but I'm going to, and I'm your champion, so I can do that. Everybody was so convinced that Vince was going to put the final nail in the WCW coffin. That Triple H is going to put the final nail in the WCW coffin. Like, that's what everybody thought during this match. When we were doing the predictions, I said that Brock was going to win. Because it makes sense for him to go 1-1 with Goldberg. It made sense because he'll be here tomorrow. He'll be here probably at the Royal Rumble. He'll be here at WrestleMania. So now, if Goldberg never comes back, this makes 0 sense. What's so fucking?
But it would kind of tie into the year because there have been a lot of things over the year that haven't made sense. I.e., Shane McMahon losing and still being in charge, but that's neither here nor there. It was literally a moment where, yes, Goldberg had an injured shoulder. Yes, things should have gone differently in this match. It should have went longer.
Right.
But at the same time,
I'm so baffled. I'm legit.
I literally don't understand what they do. Like, my ramble right there made no sense.
Okay, so just so we're clear, our live broadcasts are not on my channel for Jax. They're on Ritz's channel. Go back and just watch the end. And even now, I'm in total disbelief that Goldberg. Don't get me wrong, I'm a fan of both wrestlers. I'm a huge fan of both wrestlers because I respect what Goldberg's done for the company. I respect where Brock is now. And I respect the path that it took to get Brock to where he is now. That's the biggest thing.
Right.
I respect Goldberg because of what he's done 12 years ago. From fucking 14 or 15 years ago to 12 years ago. I respect that. It's an old thing, but it's whatever. The path that they gave Brock Lesnar is astounding. He beat the streak. He's an NCAA Division I heavyweight champion. He's a UFC heavyweight champion. He's a WWE World Heavyweight champion.
Multiple times over.
Multiple times over. But for his most current run, one time. Doesn't matter. He still won the title. He beat John Cena. He beat... Who did he just wrestle last? He beat Dean Ambrose. He beat... I don't think he technically beat Roman Reigns. Because Seth won that.
Yeah.
But every match that he's had, with the exception of that one, he's won. And the reason why he lost, or he loses matches nowadays, is because it's triple threats, where he doesn't even fucking get pinned to lose. So it keeps him looking strong. I understand booking process. But my dude just got fucked in 3 minutes. Pay-per-views usually end maybe at 10 or 9:55 at the latest, or at the earliest, 10 plus at the latest. It's 9:41 now, which means we've been recording for at least 4 minutes. And Brock Lesnar got beat by Goldberg in 3 minutes. And
We've been recording longer than the match went on.
This has nothing to do with the fucking... Yeah, right now we have. This has nothing to do with the fucking match. Goldberg, tell your son to put his shirt on.
Yeah, please.
Stop it. Fucking stop it. That's weird.
But
take your shirts on.
Okay, so,
okay with me. We're gonna be in the ring. Stop.
So to kind of move away from the cluster that was.
That's so weird.
I mean, and I don't even want to talk about
Fuck's
the
sake.
because it literally just kind of leaves me speechless as a fan, as somebody that's been watching it for almost 20 years.
You know what it is? Hold on. We're too smart for regular booking, so we look into the what the fuck.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like when we watch a match, we look at the bigger picture as opposed to a regular fan, which sucks. It sucks a lot.
Yes.
Because now I look at matches, I'm like, how the fuck does this make sense moving forward?
Exactly.
Instead of just saying, this dude won, fuck yeah.
Well, I made the analogy earlier today. I was talking to some people earlier today. I made the analogy. When you watch wrestling and you know that it's scripted, you stop looking at a match as just a match.
Right.
You look at the story. You look at the dialogue and the promos. Well, the promos as dialogue.
Right.
You know, you look at the towns as the different settings. You look at your matches as your action, and everybody has a climax.
Right.
And then you have your end. And the climax, I guess for this, it just doesn't go anywhere.
There's no beginning, middle, or end. It's just literally
the beginning would be 2K17. Would be all of that. Well, but that's how this all started.
That's true.
All started over a video game. So you're fine.
But fuck, dude.
And then if you want to sit down and want to analyze from here back, you could say that the climax was the two meeting this past Monday Night on Raw.
But nothing happened.
That's my point.
Okay, so
then this was your end.
Let me look further.
And it was. Anybody ever seen Indiana Jones, where the guy has the swords and then Indy just shoots him? That's what this was.
Oh.
That's exactly what this was.
I'm not going to that. Okay, so this is what I think. Tomorrow, Brock Lesnar will come out first thing of the show and get made fun of by other superstars. He's going to have a match at the Royal Rumble. I'm assuming he'll win. I hope he wins. Because if Brock goes on a losing streak, I'm going to be really pissed. Really pissed. Because then, this is how I look at it from a booking standpoint in my eyes. You let him beat The Undertaker. You let him beat the face that runs the place. And now he goes on a losing streak? Fuck you. That makes no sense.
Agreed.
Now, he lost to Bill Goldberg. Fine. Let's just say that's okay. In 3 minutes, that's still a what the fuck.
Yeah, that's dumb.
But at the end of the day, the record book will show Brock Lesnar got beat by Goldberg by pinfall for a second time in 2016. Right?
Yes.
Okay. What if this creates a more dominant Goldberg for the future? Or not Goldberg, Brock Lesnar for the future. Like, he's so fucking pissed at this loss from this person in particular. Because Goldberg, if you break it down, Brock represents WWE to its entirety. Goldberg represents WCW in its entirety. I know they talk about Sting and Hogan and the Outlaws. Fuck that. You have Goldberg. The Outsiders, yeah. You have Goldberg, who represents the last standing guy of WCW, and he just shat on your beast of WWE.
Well, it's not even that. I mean,
holy shit!
If I'm booking, and I want to book this, and you've come to me, I had no part in the Lesnar loses. You say, all right, make this better.
Yeah. So just to preface that, what he's talking about, we were doing the predictions for the matches, and at the end of the day, I genuinely did not want to have to bank on this match being my make or break for my title. But it wasn't, so it's perfect. So I got to enjoy, or I thought, enjoy a match between two mega powers.
That's not what I'm going off of.
Okay.
I'm going off of if, all right, let's say you wrote Lesnar losing, okay? And then Vince turns around and looks at me and goes, okay, Lesnar lost. How do you make it better? What do you do from here on out?
What do you do?
If I'm anybody else in the Raw roster, I just watched that man get annihilated by a guy who hasn't wrestled in 12 years.
Right.
He's human.
That's my point.
Brock Lesnar's human.
He's not a beast. He's a human.
Which means if you were Kevin Owens, if you're Roman Reigns, Rusev, and I'm picking just powerhouses on the Raw roster. It doesn't have to be a Raw roster.
Right.
It could be AJ Styles. It could be Dean Ambrose. It could be, Bray Wyatt. Shinsuke Nakamura. Samoa Joe.
I see where you're going.
Now it's, okay, you're not a beast. I'm not afraid to fight you. Let's go.
So is this their way of opening the floodgates for other, full-time superstars?
If Lesnar would have won tonight, he beat everybody.
No.
But he's beaten
everybody huge.
All the huge, established, iconic, powerhouse names that have been put in front of him over the last 3 years.
Which brings me to this. I'm going to let you get back to that statement immediately. I just want to put those out there. If Daniel Bryan could still wrestle, we would have the Beast versus Daniel Bryan. Just picture that.
Yes.
Holy shit. Because, okay, Brock Lesnar can fight. He can fight. That's my base thing. He can fight. He can wrestle, but he can fight. You put him in the ring against a wrestler who doesn't fight, they wrestle. That's a whole different platform.
Mm-hmm.
You put him in against a Daniel Bryan. You put him in against Johnny fucking Wrestling. You put him in against a wrestler who's physical as fuck in Tommaso Ciampa.
Yep.
You put him in the match against Kevin Owens, who's physical but can wrestle his balls off. Now you've got a platform for all these people. That's the only reason why I can see this making sense. But Brock's not full time.
You don't need him full time.
So do you just bring him in for the major four and then 2 off ones?
Yeah.
Okay, but he's a Raw superstar. So therefore, by default, the names that I mentioned, you have to have Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Wrestling for Raw. That's 2. You have KO. That's 3. You have to have a major 4 for him with AJ Styles. That's your 4. You have Samoa Joe, which I genuinely think he'll go to Raw to feud with Roman. So that's your 5. And your 6 is, who did I mention? Nakamura, who I think will go to SmackDown. That's your 6. But that's so fucking bizarre to me. Okay, I mentioned to you how glorious NXT was, and you agree with me. Glorious, people. And I'm not talking about a Bobby Roode segment. Glorious as the fact that there was 5 matches. Yeah, 5 matches, and every match was
stellar.
Fucking ridiculous. Like, whoa. You had a Fight Forever chant for Ty Dillinger and Bobby Roode. You had a dude flip off of a structure that was at least 14, 15 feet in the air on people in your second match. You had Asuka beat the shit out of Mickie James. You had Shinsuke versus Samoa Joe, greatness. And you had DIY versus The Revival, which was,
It was amazing.
Greatest tag team match I've ever seen in my fucking life. Greatest tag team match I've ever seen in my life. But we're getting off track. But the point is, do you think that they did this to open up the floodgates for potential people for Brock Lesnar?
That's what I was getting at before you stopped me.
I'm sorry. I'm so shell-shocked. I'm so baffled.
I hear you.
I'm legit baffled.
I hear you. But it allows those guys to say, you know what? He's human. Fuck it, let's go. It allows anybody to say, you know what? I want Lesnar. I wrestle every day of the week.
Right.
That man hasn't wrestled in 12 years.
Right.
If he can beat you in 3 minutes, I can boot you in the face and be done with you. It's going because if you think about it, as I was saying, he's beaten every iconic major powerhouse that they put in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
Except for Bill Goldberg.
And Roman Reigns. He's not iconic, but he's a powerhouse. And we don't want Goldberg versus Strowman. Let's get that the fuck out of the way.
But so now that's what it does. It allows you to do that. Now, if tomorrow night on Raw, Brock Lesnar walks out,
which he will,
pissed.
Mm-hmm.
Either KO walks out, Roman. I don't think I'll put Roman back in the picture. I see them sending Braun Strowman out there because Strowman wanted competition.
Okay.
There's a pissed off big man.
Pissed off beast versus a pissed off big man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because now Strowman's thinking, hey, thank you. You're not the beast, you're the bitch.
I feel like that Strowman would have took him anyway. Like, would have fought him regardless.
Right.
But
this
now...
makes no sense now.
Right. Because Strowman has not had many high-profile matches. But I think him being... Okay. Because, to be fair, I'm comparing Braun Strowman to Big Show. In the sense that Big Show's a big dude. He's supposed to be a powerhouse. He's supposed to be a giant. You're fighting Braun Strowman, who is a big dude, who is a powerhouse, who is a giant in his own right. Like, if this is how I would book it if it was me. I would have him face Braun Strowman from Raw. I'd have him face Baron Corbin from SmackDown because he's a bare knuckle boxer, whatever the fuck he is. He's a fighter.
Mm-hmm.
And let that rev up to WrestleMania, to where him and KO clash. I don't think that they're going to give Brock Lesnar the Universal title.
Not after this.
No. I don't think they'll give it to him at all. Like, I know it's a secondary title. Sorry, KO. It's a secondary fucking title. I don't think they'll give him a secondary title, but they'll give them the match. Because now I'm looking at it like, okay, so SmackDown 1, what does that do for The Undertaker? Like, I'm looking at everything. SmackDown 1, what does that do for The Undertaker versus...
Well, let's get off the...
Okay.
Let's get off the main event.
Okay.
Let's start it out.
Shit.
We've talked a good 20 minutes about the main event.
God damn it. That was so crazy.
We start off with the women. SmackDown versus Raw. Raw takes it with Charlotte and Bayley being the sole survivors. That was the only match I won tonight.
You had the SmackDown Women's Champion get pinned by Bayley. I love Bayley.
But it made sense.
How?
Because Bayley's supposed to be, how they're building her, the new number one contender.
Right, but the problem that I had with her pinning the Women's Champion, even though I know she's going to be a number one contender, is that you just made the SmackDown women's division look way weak. Which, granted, when they drafted, we knew they were way weaker. As much as I love Bailey, or not, yeah,
Becky.
as much as I love Becky, as much as I love Alexa Bliss, because that's my girl, as much as I love Naomi, and Nikki Bella, and Natalia, and Carmella, SmackDown just did not hold a candle to Raw. You had Charlotte, you had Sasha Banks, you had Bailey, you had Nia Jax, and you had Alicia Fox, and you had Dana Brooks, but still, you had 3 major women.
And don't take anything away from Alicia Fox.
I won't. I actually don't.
I mentioned this in the front part of our live stream on my Facebook page when he wasn't here yet. I bring up how Alicia Fox, and we say this every time she's on the show, been in the business for 10, been in the industry for 10 years at least, and doesn't have to be on all the time. Still gets a good pop when she comes out. Can still go round for round in the ring, and it's just a good. She's like a Natalia, just a good stable foundation for her women's division.
Which Natalia did phenomenal tonight.
Yes, she did.
Whoa,
Natalia did wonderful.
Bro. Yes.
Alicia is a good, stable foundation for the division. Right. I think having her against Nia Jax earlier this year, even though they got shifted to the pre-show and the storyline kind of faded away, I think it was a great thing for Nia.
I don't think they really did. Okay, I would have been happy with Alicia Fox-Nia feud.
Why are you off camera?
I'm about to go see if I can get another beer. But I feel like that Nia Jax would have got a bigger rub if they built Alicia Fox a little bit more before that happened. Because they built it off of, you fought my friend. I've been here for 10 years.
Right,
Fuck you.
That got me. The reasoning was really dumb.
Right.
But still, it was a good showing.
Right. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
Having Nia kind of be a little bit of a dominant force in this match was a good thing, but it was sloppy on her end. Very, very sloppy.
But bravo to Nia Jax for tonight, because she was a dominant fucking force.
But there were a lot of times where she made mistakes that she shouldn't have made, in my opinion.
But okay, my friend brought this up. I think it might have actually been Josh, because he didn't show up. But it's like live theater. There's gonna be fuck ups every now and again,
right?
Which I'm cool with. So I look past that now because I understand
it's really tough for me too when you mess up on basic shit, like a DDT.
Yeah, but
which happened tonight.
I feel like they didn't time it right because one person landed before the other one anyway. So I don't think
that's a timing issue, but that falls on everybody. But Nia was in that picture,
right?
You know, so and it was just like I've talked about Charlotte in the past. You know. Don't mess up the simple stuff. That's like saying you mess up a punch. Do you know what I mean? But again, great showing by everybody. Alexa Bliss was on fire tonight.
God damn it.
Take out the fact of how beautiful she is.
I did.
She was legitimately on fire, and she put things aside for that match.
That's a man. Do you put away, like, the beauty when it comes to women wrestling? In all honesty.
Yes.
Okay. Because I look at Eva Marie, which Emelina's coming soon. Oh.
I look at,
oh my god. Wow. But no, I look at Eva Marie, who is beautiful, but cannot wrestle for shit. She's fucking horrible.
Now, when they're doing their promos and their everything like that, then yes, I don't take out how beautiful they are.
Yeah,
that's the whole point of the promo.
You look good.
The whole point of the promo.
Yeah.
The minute that bell rings,
yep.
From bell to bell, I am watching for the athleticism and I'm watching for the talent. I will acknowledge the fact that yes, they are beautiful, and this is a great combination of women that we have right now. We had an era where all the women were.
Who's your device? Fuck you. You're not starting shit. Anyway. Please.
We had a moment. We had an era where the women were just models.
Mm-hmm.
Then we had the era where the women were athletes.
Mm-hmm.
We've never had a good combination of beauty and talent in a long time.
Since Lita and Trish.
Right, in a very long time.
And Molly. and Jacqueline.
And Ivory.
I forgot about that fucking beast of a woman. Ivory, I miss you, man. You were fucking phenomenal in the ring. Holy shit. Okay, anyway. But yeah, like, it was... The women's match was good. I really enjoyed it. I believe you went up on that.
I did
go up on that for score purposes, but...
Overall,
I kind of felt like I know I went for SmackDown because I really want SmackDown to win something, and I didn't think the dudes were going to do it per se. But I'm happy that they went over. But I knew that if Raw won, it was going to be Bayley and Charlotte, because now we have Bayley versus Charlotte for the next pay-per-view. Super stoked.
Because Charlotte does attack Bayley at the end.
Exactly.
We transition from that. We go into Sami Zayn versus The Miz for the Intercontinental title. If Sami wins, the belt does come to Raw. This is where I have a couple issues with the night in general.
Yep.
Match was great.
Yep.
I didn't like the interference by Maurice at the end. I get that Miz is a heel. I get all of that, but I'm a believer in matches like this where it's great technically.
Right.
It's sound. It's amazing. It's high paced. To have it end the way that it did is sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes away from the excitement of the match.
Okay.
My other problem with it is that we put these huge stipulations, and this is tying into the cruiserweight, which we'll talk about in a minute. We have put these huge stipulations on these matches, and nothing happens.
It's not their fault that you're not the man with the plan. But
Oh,
we'll get back to that. But no, okay, so this is what rubs me the wrong way. I'm gonna use your shoulder rest or your arm rest for this.
Fine.
So I love Sami. He puts on great matches. I kind of feel like at this stage, and I know they'll bring it back eventually, I feel like Sami's been buried way more than he should have been.
Yes.
Because Sami is phenomenal. Sami is a beast in the ring. And the fact that Sami is where he is and KO is where he is blows my mind. Because I'm not going to take anything away from KO because that's my guy. That's my bae. And I don't use the word bae often. KO is my bae. I fucking love that guy. And I told you during the fucking live reaction, how can you not love KO?
Exactly.
He's a fucking phenomenal performer, entertainer, wrestler. The three formulas you need to succeed in WWE, that dude has it. And it's greatness. He wasn't pinned tonight. He got DQ'd. We'll get to that later. But the moral story is that you look at KO. He fought John Cena on his first night. He beat John Cena at his first pay-per-view. Now you fast forward, he's the Universal Champion. And you look at Sami Zayn, who has put on great matches. Great matches.
Some of them with KO.
The Fight Forever chant started with him and Nakamura. And now he's at Raw. He's not winning titles. He's not fighting anybody incredibly relevant. Like, it's mind-boggling.
Now, granted, anytime he's been on the main card of a show, and I say show because most people watch him on the networks now, they don't watch him on pay-per-views anymore.
Correct.
So anytime he's on the main card of the show, the matches have been amazing. They have been stellar. And I guess...
I'm going to before you finish. Exploder into a ladder.
Case rested.
Damn near broke KO in half.
But it's...
Continue.
He continuously goes and raises the bar and meets and supersedes expectations. Now, on that note, if he was and I guess that's kind of a mixed emotions. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with him coming out and putting on a match of his life every couple of months.
Right.
You know, granted, it'd be nice to see him go on Monday night.
It keeps him fresh. It keeps him fresh.
It keeps him relevant.
For sure.
You know, putting the title on him, I think, would hurt it a little bit.
Did the IC title?
No. Well, don't get me wrong. I wanted him to win because I wanted him belt on Raw. I wanted to see what he could do with it. I felt there were good opportunities because the title since the draft has been Rusev and Roman.
The US title.
Yeah.
But not the IC title.
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
But the US
Make sure I'm
title,
on the same page.
there's only been 2 competitors for the United States title in, 4 months.
Yep.
I have a problem with that. I have a huge problem with that. So, to not see the Intercontinental title come over and let it be open to more guys, that bothers me a lot. It bothers me.
But they haven't exhausted the resources for SmackDown yet, though.
Right, and I agree there as well. Yeah, because it's been Miz Ziggler for the last 4 months.
For fuck's sake, I won't take anything away from Ziggler. I love Ziggler. That's my guy for SmackDown for the Intercontinental Championship. But you've got so much more to offer for the Miz because he's a heel. And you have so many faces now that the fact that none of them have had a title shot yet blows my mind.
And I think now we're moving forward now that because if you look at a year in a WWE, the year in WWE, your big four are kind of like chapters in a book,
right?
With WrestleMania being the beginning and the end. So hopefully this ends the Miz Ziggler chapter, and Miz is able to come to SmackDown on Tuesday night and go up against someone different.
Right.
I want to see Sami Zayn go to Roman and go, well, I want that belt. I want to see Sami Zayn go to Kevin and go, I want your belt.
Right.
I think Sami Zayn could be a fantastic Universal Champion.
Yep. For sure.
They haven't
but I think they're going to hold it on to him at least until WrestleMania.
Right.
Or until the Royal Rumble.
And I think that, all right, I'll go out on a huge limb here. And guarantee you, when we're in San Antonio, I will not.
By the way, we will be in San Antonio.
And we have a big show planned for that one.
Yep.
I will not, under any circumstances, agree with this then, just because we'll know more who's in the Rumble. I would love to see Sami Zayn win the Royal Rumble and go on to WrestleMania to fight Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn win the title at WrestleMania. Because we know Seth Rollins is going to be out of the title picture at that point.
Right.
Roman Reigns.
He's already at it right now.
Well, no, because they promised him a title match.
Right. Oh, yeah. That's right.
But I see Triple H coming back at Roadblock.
Fucking that up for him. And then they go in the WrestleMania. Yeah.
I see Roman Reigns still having the United States title, and they're doing something with that. The tag title's going to be whatever, and then you have the Cruiserweight title doing its thing. That's what makes sense if you're a Sami Zayn fan. That's what you want to see.
Right. I just realized we didn't have Rusev on this pay-per-view.
Well, he's doing his whole grandmother thing.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So,
fucking
yes, that's what I'm saying. Do I realistically see it happening down the road? Probably not.
Right.
Again, what really sits with me is the ending. It leaves a very bitter taste in your mouth for that show. So to kind of move on, keep the flow going.
Okay, before we go, I just want to know, how did you rate the pay-per-view overall?
We'll get to that. We haven't finished.
Okay, we're good.
Now we go on to the tag team traditional Survivor Series match, which going into it, I was really unsure of how it would play out. Well, only because up until this past Monday night, I didn't know if Enzo got eliminated, if Cass had to leave too. We didn't know that. That wasn't established until Monday night.
Oh, that if one person of the team loses.
Correct. So I'm thinking this is gonna be a long ass match, which I was fine with. But then you're thinking of the dynamics, and it was really hard to find something that was fluid.
Right.
Raw takes the win with Cesaro and Sheamus being the sole survivors. The only thing I had to take away from this match that bothered me, because the match was phenomenal.
Match?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were no real moments where I was like, this is boring. And sometimes with tag team wrestling, it can get a little stale.
Right.
My problem was the New Day got leveled and thrown out really quickly.
It doesn't surprise me.
It doesn't surprise me either, but it's my problem.
Why?
Because the New Day, we're building up the New Day to be, the longest reigning tag team champions.
Right. So by next pay-per-view, they will be the longest reigning
Right.
champions.
As long as they don't lose the belts to Cesaro and Sheamus tomorrow.
Right. Tomorrow?
Mick Foley announced it in a promo.
Shit, they won't.
Right.
They'll push it to the TLC.
But, Roadblock's their next pay-per-view. But, just to be eliminated that quickly by the Usos, who really, since the heel turn, haven't meant shit. Personally.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Allow me to retort?
Sure.
Okay. So the Usos heel turn is great.
It's great.
It's great. Now, their face moves that they do, not a fan.
That's my problem.
Why you're heel. You're a fucking heel. Now I know you're doing it because we always fucking quote what culture. So I'm gonna do it. So what culture said that it's bullshit, and it's true. It's bullshit that because of Survivor Series, faces and heels in most of the matches don't mean shit. And that bothers me greatly, because the Usos are now heels doing face shit. When Seth Rollins became heel, he didn't dive over the rope. He didn't do a tope suicida. He didn't do a tope con hilo. He did heel shit. Well, the Usos in a tag match are doing face shit. Last week on Tuesday, they were doing face shit.
Well, and here's my thing to that. When you're doing something like Survivor Series or bragging rights or whatever there have been over the years, it was like Enzo said in his promo. It's not about Enzo and Cass not liking the Bullet Club or the Bullet Club not liking Enzo and Cass or the Usos being heels. It's about Raw guys and SmackDown guys. It just so happened that the SmackDown tag teams were a little bit more favored tonight in Toronto by the crowd.
Yeah, I'll say that.
Than the Raw guys were. So the things that the Usos were doing were getting the pops, thus translating to us at home as face moves.
Right.
So it doesn't necessarily bother me in this scenario. Now, if we were at TLC and they did that stuff,
I'd be pissed.
I would be very unhappy.
Yep.
I did like, but in that same sentence, it was nice to see the little heel dynamics between the Raw, well, not the heel dynamics, the teams kind of break down a little on the Raw side between the Bullet Club and Enzo and Cass.
Right.
And then we saw it later in the main event, which we'll get to. Not the main event, the men's match, which we'll get to. It was kind of nice to see the SmackDown men and even the women all be on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they lost, they were still the more cohesive teams.
Which doesn't make sense to me either.
Right, it doesn't make sense to me either.
We'll look back at that.
To kind of see neither champion for SmackDown or for Raw make it to the final two.
Right.
I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about the Usos being the last two.
That's why I like the women's match so much, because you had Becky, who was the SmackDown champion, against Bayley and Charlotte.
Well, you look at your final two, it was champion and challenger. Champion and challenger.
Yep.
The final two for the tag team match, I can't remember because there's so many goddamn people.
But Sheamus and Cesaro versus the Usos.
Right.
Which they're prepping Sheamus and Cesaro to beat the New Day for the
Which I'm okay with.
Absolutely.
And I'm okay with having Sheamus and Cesaro there. They're a hot up-and-coming tag team that nobody ever thought would work. But to see the Usos there over, like, American Alpha, who has really been shot on since they came up.
Yep. Heavily.
That bothers me. I would have liked to see American Alpha have some more time to kind of showcase. Now, that roll up into the German suplex by Gable.
Oh my god.
If you didn't see it, go find it, go watch it, go love it.
It was so good. Okay, but to be fair, let's look at this as a big picture. Who from NXT has come up and not been shat on?
Kevin Owens.
At some way, shape, form, or fashion.
Kevin Owens.
And?
The girls.
No, not the girls. Not the girls, not even a little bit. You have Carmella who beat Nikki Bella. That's fine. It's whatever.
No, I'm talking about the horsewomen.
So Sasha,
Becky.
okay,
Bailey.
but who do they have on Raw to shit on them?
But I'm saying your statement.
That's true. That's true.
That
But they came up. They were Sasha was shit on from the get go. With PCB, and Team Bad, and all that shit.
I think a lot of that had to do with the fact that
Sasha got shit on.
I think a lot of Sasha being shit on had to do with the fact of who they put her with.
Doesn't matter. Sasha got shit on.
But you agree?
Yeah, oh, of course.
Okay.
But Sasha got shit on, then Becky got shit on, then, and Charlotte became the breakout star. Right?
Well, and to a degree, in that dynamic with Paige, Becky, and Charlotte, they had to. Somebody was going to get shit on in that, triple dynamic.
Why wasn't it Paige?
Retrospectively, it was.
Yeah, for sure. But now I'm looking at it as, okay, Becky got shot on. Sasha got shot on. You're telling me now that, that was funny. You're telling me now that Sasha is going to lose to Charlotte every pay-per-view that they have a one-on-one against. You're telling me now that Becky is going to lose to every pay-per-view that she ever has against Charlotte. So now you have Bayley, who's by herself, who can break that streak. I don't think that she will, but you have Bayley that's going to be the one to break that streak, right?
Right.
Like, you feel the same way.
Yes.
Okay, so that's that. That's Raw right there.
Well, the problem is with Raw, when you're not fighting Charlotte, you're not doing shit. That's my only problem with the Raw Women's division. I think SmackDown is...
I think if you're not fighting her or Sasha, you're not doing shit.
Yeah, I think SmackDown has taken and utilized their women the most.
Yep.
I think the only one in the match...
Because every match has mattered.
Right, but the only one in the match tonight that kind of is out of place right now is Naomi.
Why is that?
Because they don't have a feud for her. She hasn't feuded with anybody. She was in a random match against Alexa Bliss at the last pay-per-view.
Correct. Sorry, I'm adding Ashley to my
That's fine.
thing. I'm listening to that.
She was in a random match against Alexa Bliss at the last pay-per-view, and she's kind of just been around.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand that.
So, but she's still great in the ring. Her whole new character that she's got going on right now is fantastic. Only because we talked about the main event a lot. We're going to kind of roll through the cruiserweight because I know we have a lot to talk about the men's match for.
I don't know what Ashley's last name is, so I just put GWB.
That's fine.
Okay.
Brian Kendrick, Kalisto,
The Brian Kendrick.
Oh my
baby. The Brian Kendrick. Okay. I enjoyed the match. I knew Kalisto was going to win. Obviously. Does it make sense?
After Miz winning, it didn't make sense.
Zero. Fucking zero. That actually put the nail in the coffin for me. But Kalisto winning against Brian Kendrick did not make sense. I knew that Baron Corbin would have to come back because he's got a feud with Kalisto a little bit more. Made sense. Now, I'm really, really sad that the Cruiserweights did not go to SmackDown because I feel like they would have shined a lot more at SmackDown. Because it's weird for me to look at Raw versus SmackDown because I feel like SmackDown deserves people who are up and coming, and Raw deserves the established.
That's how it used to be.
Right. And so that's how I look at it now. Like, Seth Rollins established. Roman Reigns established. KO established. Chris Jericho established. Overly established. And you look at SmackDown, which, when it was under Paul Heyman's rule, was people who were up and coming. Edge, Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero, like Chris Jericho, Lesnar. Like, it was...
And then they had...
It was a ball game.
They had one of their two veterans. You know, they had Taker forever. They had Triple H for a little bit. To take those guys and elevate them more, because that's how you elevate somebody. You know, so... and it would have made sense because 205 Live is going to be on Tuesday anyway.
Right. It would make so much more sense. But I'm okay that it didn't make sense. But now that Brian Kendrick has still had the title, let's fast forward to just for shits and giggles to the next pay-per-view, which is TLC?
No, Roadblock.
Roadblock. Okay. Which is SmackDown's.
No, TLC is the 4th. That's SmackDown's.
I thought TLC was Raw's.
No.
Oh, okay.
Raw
So you have Roadblock for Raw.
Brian Kendrick.
Brian Kendrick is going to fight
Cedric Alexander, Rich Swann.
I was going to say Rich Swann or Noam Dar.
I don't see.
Cedric's not big on Raw. He's huge on NXT right now. Because he's feuding right now with Cien Aldramas.
Okay. I don't see Noam Dar because he's only been on once.
But he's been so hyped.
But I still don't see him
Right.
coming in and immediately getting into that feud. I see them doing Swann.
Right. I see that too. But
it makes more sense with Swann.
Sure. My name is popping. But no, like I feel like if Rich Swann takes the title from him, which he won't, the first like 2 meetings that they have, but if he takes it from him, it'll be like at WrestleMania or some shit. Like he'll fight at Royal Rumble and lose. Mm-hmm. He'll fight at Roadblock and lose. And then
they're saying
at WrestleMania,
they're saying that the ladder match is going to be for the cruiserweights this year.
Really?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
They're saying
fuck yeah.
The ladder match this year.
I'm gonna get Grand Metalik. Oh my god.
So moving off of the cruiserweight match, and it's sad that we don't give the cruiserweight match a lot of time. But number one, we're on a time constraint. Number two, it just
first of all, second of all, fuck you. That's why. But no, to put it long story short, the cruiserweight match was great. I liked it. I like Brian Kendrick. I like Kalisto. The match had a lot of great spots, a lot of great like moves and shit like that.
And they utilized the ropes, and it was exactly what a cruiserweight match should have been.
Yep.
That
fucking Captain's Hook off the top rope, sick.
Do that again.
The Salida del Sol.
Salida del Sol is one of my favorite.
I love it. I fucking love it.
Absolutely love it.
It's so smooth if you do it properly.
Mm-hmm.
So
moving on. Now we have the men's traditional 5-on-5 tag team elimination match. Where for SmackDown you have AJ, Bray, Randy, Steen, and Shane.
Yep.
Versus Raw's Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens, Braun Strowman, and Chris Jericho.
Oh, Chris Jericho. That dude's all over. God damn it. Okay.
It went a long time before an elimination.
Mm-hmm.
And the first elimination was Dean Ambrose.
Which was, whoa. And now they brought him back out, which is fine.
We'll get to that, but then it went even longer before another elimination. Then the elimination just started happening.
Was it really a long time between Braun and Ambrose? Really? Huh. It didn't feel that long. I don't think
it felt long for me.
Okay.
In those matches like that, once the eliminations start, they kind of don't stop. They're like a can of Pringles.
Okay. With it.
What I love is as soon as Dean gets eliminated, it's all out mayhem.
Right.
And then Strowman gets eliminated by Ellsworth.
Mm-hmm.
Because he did.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ellsworth got wrecked.
He got tossed into a fucking table.
He literally threw him like a sack of potatoes.
He threw him like I know Ellsworth may have jumped, but fucking A.
No, he hopped. Here's what happened. Ellsworth hopped, and Strowman went, nah, that's not high enough, and threw him the rest of the way. Shane McMahon, for what it's worth, did fantastic.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
43, 44 years old, went a hell of a lot longer than anybody expected.
You hate his punches, but
I can't stand how the man punches.
I love it. That elbow off the ropes into the table was fantastic. The coast to coast to his spear. Holy shit.
That's where I think Shane got hurt.
Like, I think he genuinely got hurt for real. Like, he's not used to the momentum going this way to this way so quick. And that spear
either has concussion or some form of
at least a concussion. At least. At fucking
Now,
least.
here's the part that made me a very, very, very happy man.
Mm-hmm.
The Shield
reunited. Okay.
Set the stage.
So, catch-22 with this, before I go any further. So, Ambrose came back out, attacked AJ.
Which we knew was going to happen.
Of course he
Because
did.
that's how he got eliminated.
Of course he did. So, him and Rollins set him up with Roman for the powerbomb.
Well, before we even get to that, he attacks AJ.
Right.
They brawl to the outside.
Yep.
The refs can't get him away.
Yep.
Security comes out and is
gets
forcing him up against the barricade.
Right.
Everybody's down but Roman and Seth.
Right.
That's when they decide, fuck that shit, and knock out security and the place in the Air Canada Center ballistic.
Yep. So, okay.
That's when the powerbomb.
This is okay. It's a yes and a no for me for this reason. The Shield's dead, man. It's dead.
I agree.
It's done. Let it the fuck go.
But that's why.
Now, they did a triple powerbomb, which is fantastic. I love it. But stop going back to the Shield well. It's done. It's over. It's fucking over.
And I agree. And
the dude who betrayed them is on the side with Roman already. He's a face now, but he already sided against them. And now they're like, fuck it, let's just do old Shield shit and powerbomb him through a table.
Well, I think what it came down to is, number one, I like it for the nostalgia feel.
Right.
I even made the comment while we were watching it. I made a comment while we were watching it. Why don't we take shots every time they mention the Shield and cut to Ambrose?
Yep.
And we made a joke that we'd been trashed already.
Yep.
But if you look at it from the fact that Dean wants the belt, Dean wants AJ hurt. Dean at that point, because AJ's the reason Dean got eliminated.
Yep.
Dean didn't give a fuck.
I understand that, but
and it only made sense if I'm Ambrose and Reigns, I'm not doing it because he's our old buddy.
Right.
I'm doing it because he's fucking that guy up. We're already down a man. Might as well let him do his thing. We'll take care of the other two, and it's a fair fight.
Which, real quick, I'm really happy that the Wyatt family was left alone with the former Shield members. I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Yes.
I enjoy the genius that's behind that. But, okay. So you have Ambrose, who cost SmackDown their champion in the fight. Nothing fucking happens. Nothing was said. Nothing fucking happens. But fucking Baron Corbin causes them the cruiserweight division, and people lose their fucking mind.
And
what?
Well, nothing to say that. The only reason they did that was because they had to segue into. They had to get the ropes ready and things like that. They needed the time, so that makes sense. Seeing Daniel come out and say that, I see Daniel coming out on Tuesday because Shane's not going to be there.
Nope. Fuck no.
Daniel coming out.
If he is, I'm going to be impressed.
And bringing out Dean, bringing out AJ, and addressing it there.
Right.
And that's where we'll see the repercussions for it. It makes sense. It leaves me a reason to want to watch SmackDown because they didn't address it.
Right.
Now I'm looking forward to seeing SmackDown and seeing what Daniel does because he's got a lot to talk about.
Right.
The deck was stacked against him in this regard.
Right.
Okay. So having the Wyatts win the match for SmackDown.
Yep.
Elevates Bray and Randy.
Yep.
Back to a dominant force, and I
God.
made the comment about
God.
how I don't necessarily like the pairing of Randy and Bray, but the more I've been thinking about it,
It's so good.
it's not even good.
It's so good.
It's not even good.
It's great.
It's not even great.
It's glorious.
Not even that.
Stop it.
It's logical.
Yeah.
You take somebody like Randy Orton, who is not established because Bray's established as well, but over and relevant at the time because he was fresh from a return, everything like that, shocks the world by siding with the Wyatts. And now you have Bray and Randy because Harper.
I love Harper.
I love Harper too, but nobody's really caring about Harper.
She's not really doing much.
Exactly.
Right.
Now you have Randy and Bray running Ruckshaw. And now they have the ability to run Ruckshaw. Now Bray has the balls and the leg to stand on to say, so I won you that match. I want this belt.
True.
So, what's to say that Ambrose doesn't get pulled from the TLC match? And they put Bray in that picture.
No fucking way.
But
I see what you're saying, but no fucking
But
way.
to take out the fact that you and I are overly critical, as we stated earlier,
Right.
You'd almost want to see it happen. But you need to put, before WrestleMania, you need to put Bray in that title picture. You need to utilize the momentum he had tonight and carry it through. He needs to carry it through to at least Royal Rumble. Pick up more momentum at Royal Rumble.
Because he had 6 eliminations at the last Royal Rumble.
And carry that through. Because he can't take this momentum and carry it all the way to WrestleMania.
Right.
Can't.
No.
There's no way I can see a way to do it. Overall, because I want to wrap this up.
Okay.
Overall, I think it was a phenomenal show.
It was a good show.
If I had to pick the lowest point of the evening, it was the cruiserweight match.
Okay. I'll let that go. Yeah.
Just because the stakes were so high.
Right.
And you wanted to see the crew, not the belt necessarily on Kalisto,
but the cruiserweights.
Go to SmackDown.
You'd see them doing so much more. To be fair, okay, I'm biased because I'm comparing it to NXT because NXT had 5 matches and they were fucking great. Oh my god!
You can't keep doing this on Big 4.
No. But I'm just saying, like NXT Takeover Toronto was fantastic as opposed to Survivor Series. I love Survivor Series. I think overall, there was not a moment where I'm like, I don't really give a fuck about this match. Like every match I cared about.
Right.
And that's
too.
And that's huge to me. Because I'm so used to going to a pay-per-view, I'm like, this match and this match, I don't give a fuck about. And I'll show up late as fuck to those matches. Not intentionally, but I still do. Because I'm like, I'm not missing shit. And then this pay-per-view and yesterday with NXT blew me out of the water. Blew me out of the fucking water. If I can legit, because as a fan, if I can get hyped, even though I'm marking the fuck out to a lot of shit, if I can still get hyped, that's huge.
Yes.
And I got hyped for Survivor Series.
Well, and I did too. And when I say the low point was a cruiserweight match, it's only because of the result.
Right.
That's the only reason.
If Baron Corbin didn't interfere and he actually beat him like clean, that would have been a lot better to me. But yeah, it's whatever.
But overall, I think it was great. I think WWE has been, for the first showing as the together, not just a brand split, I think it was a perfect showing.
Mm-hmm.
And I say not as a brand split. I know SummerSlam was a part of the brand split, but the brand split was fresh.
Right.
And nobody had time to really establish feuds or anything like that.
Which we will probably get the revival on SmackDown. Oh my god, I hope we get the revival on SmackDown. Oh my god, it'll be so good.
The next time that you're going to see another episode of Breakdown is going to be December 4th when TLC is SmackDown pay-per-view. Mm-hmm. They're going to be live from American Airlines Arena in Dallas. Mm-hmm. By the way, I almost bought us tickets to that and not telling you.
Surprise, motherfucker.
I really, really thought about it.
I thought about it too. I was like...
When they said it was in Dallas, I was like...
That's in Texas.
That's 3 hours away. I can do that most of the time.
I would drive that shit. I'm not afraid.
But no, we'll be here. In the next... Thanksgiving is coming up, so happy Thanksgiving.
I'll be in Dallas for Thanksgiving, so if anybody's going to be in Dallas during Thanksgiving weekend, hit me up. I'll be there.
And as we hit into December, we have 2 pay-per-views within 2 weeks of each other. Mm-hmm. And then you will see a year-end review from us. And year-end review.
I like it. Okay.
And then you will see where we're going to highlight some of our top moments of the year. We're going to bring in some special guests and different things like that. We always say special guests. The last couple breakdowns have been just us.
We had Billy. We had Ashley.
No, breakdowns, I mean.
Oh, okay.
More content is coming, I promise. It's just trying to find time
and people
to shoot the content.
Listen, guys. Okay, first of all, this makes money right here. Let's get that out in the open. This guy's promos are through the fucking roof. I'm giving you a compliment. You're gonna you should learn to love it because God's in the building. This man's promos are through the fucking roof. when it comes to pay-per-views. Okay, I will give him credit where credit's due. Now he's not the champion, like Exhibit A. No, I'm just throwing it out real quick. He's not the champion. I show this side so you guys don't have to see the gold, but when I turn around, you see my ass. That's the gold right there, baby. But no, like this man is greatness at promos. I'm comic humor. That's what I'm here for. But no, I think that the content will get a lot better as we progress. We've only been doing this for a few months,
right?
Like maybe 6 months, maybe.
We
We've got plenty of So that was April. So May, June, July, August, September. Less than a year. So fuck it. I don't give a fuck about that shit. But no, like it's gonna get good. I'm excited. We've had a couple of guests. We've had eye candy for you guys because we care.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. But yeah, man, like it was good. We're gonna keep defending this title that I'm wearing around my waist right now, and I plan on being the longest reigning champion because this motherfucker keeps saying that he reigned it for 3 weeks. I only reigned it for 2. I'm gonna tie that and beat it because I'm the best in the world at what I do. Fuck off. But yeah, like Survivor Series, great pay-per-view. If you didn't watch NXT Takeover, watch it. There's 5 matches and they're fucking great. They're fucking great.
Dare I say, glorious.
Oh my god. The show starts with Bobby Roode doing a glorious thing with a choir. It's great. And it ends with Shinsuke Nakamura doing a entrance with violin players. It's awesome. So, and plus, if you watch it back, the blonde girl, was really into it.
Yes, I noticed that.
Holy, what the fuck? That bitch was into it. But anyway, so yeah, that was Survivor Series. It was the final match between Brock and Goldberg. Confused the fuck out of us. I'm still confused about that. But the rest of it was make good. Sleep tonight. Like I'm gonna wonder what the fuck. I'm gonna go home and play League whenever I leave here. But still, whoa. But yeah. So
I'm Rich. You can follow me on Twitter at Doc Ritter. You can also follow me on Facebook at Ritz.
See how quick that transition was?
I believe it's the Ritz for life, but just do at Ritz and you'll find us. This is Jax. Where are you on Twitter? Where are you on Facebook?
I'm Joe Boricos on Twitter. And I am also your reigning, defending, undisputed WWE Intercontinental Predictions Champion.
If you guys have any ideas regarding content or want to be on the show, let us know.
If you think about like any person that we're gonna do a superstar spotlight, if you want to come out and give your 2 cents about a certain superstar, let us know. I mean, we were into it, Baron Corbin. That's bullshit. We did Bray Wyatt.
We kind of talked about Kane during the live stream a little bit.
Yeah, we talked about Kane. We talked about a lot of like what if shit with Kane, so we may make that a thing. You know, we don't want to copy and plagiarize a lot of stuff that's already out there per se.
That's why it's so hard for us to find.
That's why it's so hard for it because a lot of people right now are talking about wrestling and whatever. And I realized that I was telling my friend Becca, and she was telling me that a lot of people are really like people wearing like wrestling shirts out and shit. Like what the fuck? I'm like wrestling's really good right now.
Yeah,
like it's phenomenal right now.
That's all. Those are the
but no, it's true. It's really really good right now. So we don't want to copy. We want to try to be like original as possible for you guys.
That's why I want to bring Superstar Spotlight up. I want to bring out the roundtables. It's just trying to get enough people that are knowledgeable for a roundtable is a challenge, and then trying to get our schedules to mesh.
That is true because full-time jobs and shit. You know how
families.
We're not making money off of YouTube yet, but when we do,
it's coming,
bruh. Then
we'll have an office.
Oh my god.
All right, that's it though. That's breakdown, ladies and gentlemen. I present to you your brand new Intercontinental Predictions Champion, Jax. I am Ritz, and in 2 weeks at December 4th at TLC, that bitch is coming back home with the man because Ritz is always right.
Before you cut it off, okay, just give me. Can I have a minute? Can I be with my fans?
Have a minute,
ladies and gentlemen. This is Jax of iFly, and Jax
of iFly.
First of all, I'm in a lot of places.
Shameless plug. Speaking of shameless plug, we want to thank Broadstone and Woodmill Creek for allowing us to use their facilities and kind of make this all. I live here. Kind of make this all happen for us because shooting this in my living room looks shitty.
Yeah, so we're shooting it in the office that they allow us to shoot in.
It works.
But
yeah, if only this was green.
okay, yeah, it would be better because that would change like a battlefield. Listen, this is Jax, your reigning, defending, undisputed Intercontinental Predictions champion. I know. I told you guys that I would hold the title from the last pay-per-view and I lost it. I apologize. That's on me. That's on me. Just know that the next pay-per-view, this will still be mine. In the new year, this will still be mine. By WrestleMania, this will still be mine. We talked about going to Orlando, but I feel like that we'd lose this in Orlando, and that'd be really, really shitty of us. And on top of that, Orlando is far as fuck from Texas. So, all I say is that I'm here for you guys. I will be your champion, as much as a heel as I am. So, if you don't like it, you can still fuck off. But I'm going to be your champion for at least the next 2 weeks. 2 weeks?
Yeah,
3 weeks?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. I'm going to beat them. And then it's going to go 4 weeks to the, what's the next pay-per-view after that? Royal Rumble? No, there's another match before Royal Rumble, right?
Roadblock on the 18th. And then it's like 6 weeks before the Royal Rumble. So whoever wins the title.
Really? Oh shit, so we're gonna deal with Roadblock and TLC.
So Roadblock's on the 18th.
Okay, yeah, I'm with you. Okay, so
one,
let me make this clear.
2, 3, 4.
There's no way there's 5 pay-per-views for the goddamn Royal Rumble.
Weeks before the Royal Rumble.
Okay,
1,
so
2, 3, 4.
It doesn't matter. This is what I'm gonna get at. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be your champion
6 weeks.
for TLC. I'm gonna be your champion for Roadblock. And then when me and Ritz are over here, go to San Antonio, Texas, baby, I will still be your champion. And then I'm gonna walk in that bitch with this title. I'm gonna walk out that bitch with this title. And then it'll be, what, 6 weeks? Give or take? Doesn't matter. The moral story is that I will still be your reigning, defending, undisputed WWE Intercontinental Champion of Predictions in this world.
You totally screwed that up.
I didn't screw up shit. Because what I say is gospel. And the people who are Team Jax will follow.
Oh, Team Jax, what are you, some Twilight knockoff?
You don't have to be. You don't have to like it. You just have to learn to love it because God's in the building. I told
That's
you
the
earlier.
second time you said that to me.
I know.
Alright, that's it. He's done gloating. I'm done listening. Have a nice night.